The greater share of the gains that we're seeing are being driven by the store of value argument here for digital currencies or digital assets, perhaps rather than utility function, which differs depending on which digital currency you're talking about, and quite dramatically.
Yeah, look, I have said for years, and I've said with you, I violently believe that the long-term value of any digital asset is going to be derived from its utility. I think one utility is store of value, and you're seeing that across Bitcoin, you're seeing that across other cryptocurrencies that don't have an inflationary dynamic. As you introduced in the beginning of the segment, Ripple is using an open source digital asset, XRP, to solve a payments problem. And it's extremely good at that because it's extremely fast and extremely cheap on a per transaction basis, particularly at a time when a Biden administration is arriving. And I think things like climate change, things like environmental impact of energy usage will increase on the importance in the radar. I think there'll be more and more attention on the efficiency and scalability we call proof of work or mining, which takes a massive amount of power, as you know well, having followed this space.
Yeah, I mean, you tweeted about this. You said, hey, if we've got a government that's going to be more climate change focused, which clearly President Biden will be, then perhaps people like Square that are investing in Bitcoin need to be aware of this. I will point out, and you've also pointed out, that you are a Bitcoin holder. You want all currencies to succeed here, but again, it goes back to the idea of distinguishing between them. Do you see this as the end of perhaps Bitcoin dominance? It is talked about most. It has the largest market share. And particularly when I go back to the chart that I just showed of the rise in value over the last 12 months, there is a relative outperformance of some of the other digital assets here versus Bitcoin. Is this the moment where we see the beginning of the end of the dominance of Bitcoin?
Well, I think Bitcoin's going to remain a very important kind of player within the crypto community. It has been, and I think will continue to be, for so many people, and even as you mentioned, Square and others, that when they first get involved with crypto, they start with Bitcoin, and then from there they expand their portfolio. I think it's important to have that entry point, to getting people comfortable. So